Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new to this channel then you're also very welcome. Recently I have been making a few night ride videos, not just because they're fun to make, but also to learn more about my action cam settings at night, especially in complete darkness. As with all action cams, they all have a small aperture and struggle in low light conditions and don't allow much light in. The end result is either overexposure or very grainy, unwatchable footage, and post-production editing doesn't help much. So I've been increasing my headlights more and more to try and help the camera focus on something. Yes, I know, I could use a better low light camera, but then cost becomes the problem. So I'll carry on with the equipment that I have for now. I think I should have mentioned this earlier, but I am using a DJI Osmo action cam with two 1600 lumen headlights plus 1800 lumen spotlight and two 1000 lumen cycle lights, making 5200 lumens. And as you can see, or can't see, this is nowhere near enough, and I would need at least 3 times this amount and projected further to illuminate the track ahead. If you like any of these trails and you're in South Liverpool area and would like to try any or some of these trails, then please leave a comment down below. I will answer any questions you may have or respond to any comments you may make. And if you've got this far and you're still watching, then why not click on the like icon, or better still, click the subscribe button or the bell icon so you can be notified whenever I put up new videos and stuff. It's no effort for you and it's free, but it would help my channel grow, and then I can make better videos that have more content. Anyways, now for a bit about this video. There is not much happening, not much content. It's just me riding around at night looking for some more interesting trails, as that's all you can see. It's not the same as being there, alone, in the dark. It's kind of scary and eerie, which doesn't come across in the video. You need to get out there to really experience the sensation as well as the view. Well, anyways, some of you may recognise these local trails or not recognise them because of the darkness, and not many people ride or walk these trails at night. At least I've never seen anyone. It all depends on your timing. If you're there too early or too late, you will obviously see dog walkers, etc. But I go out and about from 3 AM or 4 AM because I want to film the darkest conditions and include the dawn as the morning begins to light up. This is to allow my camera a better chance of catching the right amount of natural illumination that I just cannot find by just using my settings. The camera position is also very important. I am using a chest mount to film this video, and even though I know how important it is to get the angle just right, and I spend a lot of time adjusting and readjusting for this footage, you can quite clearly see that I got it wrong. It needed tilting upwards slightly more, but then we learn by our mistakes, as you will see later on if you last out till the end of the video, when you see me take a tumble and I shattered my hip bone and femur and ended up in the hospital, where I spent the next 5 weeks. I am still not better, but they needed the bed, so they've sent me home now to recover, and hopefully it won't take the whole winter to get back out and about on my bike again. This is why I've not been making videos lately, or for a while yet to come. Just watch this space. I cannot stress how important it is for you to take a buddy with you. Even the top riders take a fall now and then. These things do happen, and if it does, then you could fall into a ditch or a hole or off a ledge, or be lying there injured for hours or maybe days before somebody finds you. Or maybe you've become separated from your bike and your mobile phone and can't call for help. I have mentioned all this before in previous videos, and yet I still went out by myself, alone. Even though I've had a few tumbles lately, you just don't expect it to happen on a strange, unknown, unlit trail at night. But it can and does happen, so don't be foolish like me. Always take a buddy with you so you can help each other. This is not one of my best videos, and probably I would normally have deleted it, as there's not much content or entertainment, and most wooded trails, day or night, all look the same. But I put this up anyway because of my crash, and to stress how important it is to always have a buddy with you. It just makes good common sense. Then there's the other side of the coin, where we can all blame YouTube. Nobody wants to watch the same old thing, the same videos, the same trails. So in our attempts to trying to add something new or different to our videos, we try to go the extra mile, do something risky, maybe even do something dangerous, something outside of our comfort zone, in some vain attempt to draw in more viewers. And this is where it all goes terribly wrong. I don't normally talk about myself, who I am, what I'm doing, trying things like this. as these things should be left for the younger, more agile and flexible guys that grew up on BMX and learnt skills and tricks before even attempting mountain biking. Well, I'm not Sam Pilgrim, as I am a 66-year-old and started riding only about 15 years ago after suffering a heart attack. I was never a fit guy, and I took up trail riding as a mild form of exercise to hopefully get fitter. And I am using a high bike, Fat 6 X-Duro electric mountain bike, and feel that I am slowly getting fitter, but I've got a long way to go yet. I had great plans to get out and about all over the country, trying bike parks and downhill trails, but the COVID pandemic changed all that. For the last 2 years, me and my buddy have just been riding local trails, and now he's had a stroke. He is all numb down his left hand side and can't go riding anymore, unless a miracle happens. So that's why I am out riding alone. I need a new cycle buddy, or a cycle club. And apart from all the obvious safety reasons, it's also very boring riding on your own. Oh, and yes, the crash. I forgot about that for a mo. I'd better explain now what happened, as the video just ends abruptly following the crash. I was coming to the end of my night ride when I was riding up one last trail that was not too familiar to me. I have ridden it before in daylight, maybe twice, but it was not familiar in the dark. And I got to a point where the hill got steeper and then steeper over rough ground, littered with tree roots and slimy muddy surface covered in wet leaves, when I found myself in the wrong gear and I ran out of steam and the bike started to come backwards and I couldn't see the ground and I was unable to dab or put my foot down. and I fell backwards. I fell about 12 to maybe 15 foot and landed on a tree stump. Well, I lay there for about an hour or two till a female dog walker found me. It was she who called the medics. She saved me and saved my bike in her garage till I'm well enough to receive it back. I was very lucky she came when she did. I can't thank her enough for all she did for me, as I had fractured my pelvic hip cup and cracked my femur, and I couldn't move. So remember guys, always ride with a buddy.